This is the jump off the $200,000 US Kubota 5-star Grand Prix. Leg 2 of Major League Show Jumping's 4th season. Ontario, Canada. We are 70 kilometers due west of Toronto. Been a long time since the Brazilian last win in Major League Show Jumping. That was Santiago Lambra, September 2021 in Caledon in our first year. Not so long since the last American victory. That was Carl Cook. The Coachella Cup, the finals late last season in December. And the last Irish win was Daniel Coyle and Legacy, actually back in December of 2022 at La Quinta. Paul O'Shea's off to a flying start. This is a galloping jump off course as he wheels back to the Premier Equestrian vertical at 7. It's then a long way down to 8B and C, 8A omitted. This course will fancy a galloper with a big stride. This is a little horse, so whether he's got the canter gallop length to make these very long gallop sections possible quickly, we wait and see, but I'm afraid to no avail. Little Magic Dash Show kicks out the front bar of the Cabana Coast Oxer at 15. And then down to the last fence in 4 penalties. 4 penalties the score at 15. 44.61 was the time. But this course, such long gallop sections, it favours a galloper, as I say, and you've got to be brave to come down to 160 obstacles at a flat gallop, which you will need to win tonight. The second for Ireland comes forward, and to complete a memorable weekend, having won the team competition with Helios last night, and he was the man that delivered that gold medal match winning round with this horse El Baloo. David O'Brien from Athenry Galway is on course, and this horse has got the gallop to master these long stretches, and boy, he sees a beautiful stride down to the Kubota Oxer at 6, and that was a great turn here. This pair won a big 3-star Grand Prix at Wellington earlier this season. Could they go one bigger here at Angelstone, Toronto? This is wonderful from David O'Brien. Rollback turn is flowing, it's fluent, and now hacks down to Cabana Coast Oxer. Brilliant footwork on takeoff there. David O'Brien now wheels for home. He's got 30 meters to the last fence. This is going to set the cats among the pigeons. Jumps the last fence to give us our first double clear of the Kubota 5-star Grand Prix. That will take some beating. 42.06 sets the bar high. He's about 2 2/3 of a second quicker than his Irish colleague. What a round that was to maybe win his first Major League Grand Prix. What a round from David O'Brien. The bar has been set at 42.06. Now Brazil try and end the pain. They've waited since Santiago Lambra's win, Caledon's Grand Prix, September 2021. 3 years later, Gabriel de Matos Machado, to my eye, is a gear slower than David O'Brien. Still picks up well out over the Kubota Oxer. Yeah, no, back bar, I'm afraid, did fall, so it's his birthday this week. Will not be delivered a late birthday present, I'm sad to say. This horse only 10 years of age. We've got a 9-year-old to come later. 3 10-year-olds. This horse kick on of Lillie Keenan and Kent Farrington's defending champion. Tulane are all 10. Gabriel de Matos Machado. They wins a question. Wellington comes down to the last fence and crosses the line. 43.45. So yeah, best part of a second and a half down on the leading time of David O'Brien, but does take the Kubota Oxer, our sponsor's Oxer, sadly at fence number 6. Brave effort from the Brazilian, completing with 4 penalties. Coco Fath, the youngest, still standing. Turned 24 just 5 days ago. The Major League rookie this week from Connecticut gets away with happy time. Runs down to the Kubota Oxer. Powers out over that. Quality time 10 across to Berlin, owned by Hillside Farm for Coco. Slithers out over the top of the Premier Equestrian vertical. But I think down on David O'Brien's time here. 42.06 just looks a little bit more ponderous on the turns than that committed turn from the Irishman. But then Coco Fath chases down to Cabana Costa. Now, 42.06, can she charge late? I think is just going to be down on David O'Brien's time, but boy has charged late, and well, it is about a second and a quarter down on David O'Brien. 44.32 for Coco Fath. The youngest in our Kubota Grand Prix. She'll go second. But it's going to be a memorable night here at Angelstone for the young gun from Connecticut. Lillie Keenan, winner in Monterrey, Mexico. Monterrey La Silla, November 2022 was her maiden Major League win. Her first ever 5-star Grand Prix victory. Ottawa last year again fell to Lily Argan de Belliard. And the world number 40 gets away aboard this new ride for Lily. Kick On is on the course. Now very nicely down out over the Kubota rocks. The Brendan Hill stud bred Kick On. The Chancenet Farms beautiful bay. Looks in touch here. I think naturally very fast this horse. Lillie Keenan wheels back now. 42.06 in the American sights. Up and out over the Policaro vertical. Gasps from the crowd, but it has stayed in the cups. Now this is on here for Lillie Keenan. She charges for home. She is in touch here. David O'Brien is going to be beaten. And Lillie Keenan comes home. Look at that, 2.89 seconds to the good of the Irishman. And Lillie Keenan has posted an outstanding time there, bearing in mind just how good David O'Brien was. That takes an absolute battering from the world number 40. We have a real battle here on our hands with the youngster Alessandra Volpi and the defending champion still to start. Lillie Keenan posts a great time. But now, this incredibly young pair, 9-year-old mare with a 24-year-old jockey from Northern California, Woodside, Stanford University graduate Alessandra Volpi is away. Massive jump out over the opener. Andy Luck said second in the qualifier on Thursday, gives the Kubota Rocks a feet to spare. Wheels back to the Premier Equestrian vertical. I fancy just a shade slower than Lillie Keenan down into the Swans double. 8A and B, but what an outstanding talent this mare is. Alessandra, sensibly back to the Policaro vertical. Time's ebbing away here, but I think on this young mare, you wouldn't go for broke to beat Lillie Keenan. It would be risky with such a young, talented mare. It's outstandingly good, however, bearing in mind the 9-year-old's age. 43.83, and Alessandra Volpi goes into a podium place into third with one more to come. With one more to come, but what a battle we now have on our hands. The win, of course, cut and dried for the USA, and we wait and watch this combination's extraordinary ability. So fasten up your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a white knuckle ride as the defending champion and world number 6, Kent Farrington, sets sail. 39.17 of Lillie Keenan for this outstanding mare, Tulane, is on the cards here. Kent Farrington is fleet-footed, boy. Back to 7. He clears it, and I think quicker. She had a brilliant string of wins last year. The Grand Prix wins came one after another. And then the Trophée de Genève. Tulane, little bunny hop on the turn, back to the Policaro group vertical. And Kent, I think, has got time in hand here. He turns for home. The gallop is on. Kent Farrington down to the last fence. It's going to go to the wire. Look at the clock. Oh, my word, he's outside the time. Whoa, 45.7. 1.4 seconds quicker was Lillie Keenan. Quite extraordinary, bearing in mind the foot speed, the turns that were so deft from Kent and Tulena. But 1.4 seconds is the deficit. And the defending champion is going to be second in what has been a compelling leg 2 at Angelstone here in Toronto. The Kubota 5-star Grand Prix is wrapped up here.